as we heard a little earlier, Israel says they've now hit 2,000 sites in their military operations in southern Lebanon. These are the live pictures over Beirut, and we've seen more strikes on Lebanon's capital through the course of today. Overnight, those huge blasts quite close to the airport.
Dreadful, dreadful news coming out of Lebanon. As we just heard in that clip, Israel is focusing its destructive energies on the powerful Lebanese group Hezbollah and on Lebanon itself.
And in the process, innocent lives are lost, homes destroyed.
Indeed. Deeply sad, horrific times. I wish we had a better way to start. This is a very sober welcome to This Week Those Books. I'm Rashmi Roshanlal.
And I'm Michael Macy.
We are asking, what's next for Lebanon in a region on fire?
Yes, bombs are falling all over Lebanon. At least 1 million Lebanese, a fifth of the population, are displaced. It may be Lebanon's largest displacement crisis in its 81 years as an independent country.
So a suitable moment to ask, what's next for Lebanon, this small country ravaged by 5 years of economic crisis, run by a weak caretaker government and hostage to broader Middle Eastern conflicts?
We have 2 great books to help us understand Lebanon's situation.
And its mindset, its can-do spirit.
Absolutely. As one of this week's books points out, the Lebanese have become used to bad news stories.
Used to bad news stories, but the Lebanese just keep going.
Our first book is Lebanon, A Country in Fragments by Andrew Arson.
An interesting, important pick, don't you think?
Well, the author, a Cambridge University academic, is of Lebanese heritage. This is apparent in the passion and exasperation with which he examines the state of that country.
Tell us more.
Arson starts out by noting Lebanon's apparent limited significance. It's not India, China, the US, or Russia. It's not territorially vast, nor demographically, economically, or geopolitically important. And yet, he says that perhaps it might be a microcosm of the contemporary world. And the book underlines the inherent danger of building a country by legitimizing sectarianism as a power-sharing mechanism.
And another reason this book feels significant, important, it's from 2018. But it feels like it is hideously in tune with this moment in Lebanon, with those exploding pagers, those exploding walkie-talkies, and the ongoing conflict. And I quote, "Crisis is manifest not just in electricity cuts, in uncollected rubbish and traffic jams, but also in that fraction of a second when one wonders whether the blurt of a text message signals a missive from the Israeli Defense Forces or just another promotion for 2-for-1 loo paper from the local supermarket."
Sadly, all too true. Let's look at the second book.
Yes, Beirut Noir, edited by Iman Humaydan Yunus and translated by Michelle Hartman.
Short stories?
Yes, 15 short stories, 14 by Lebanese writers, and 1 by a Beirut-born and bred Palestinian. The editor is a well-known Lebanese writer.
Why is this the right short story collection for this moment in time for Lebanon?
Well, because it underlines the spirit, the grand spirit of the Lebanese people. Just to quote from one of the stories, they say that in Beirut you live like there's no tomorrow. Every day is so intense, so extreme. Here people work, argue, drive, dance, drink, and even make love as if it were their last day on earth. When you're constantly courting death, you learn how to appreciate life.
Heartening and heartbreaking.
Sadly, so true. A quick heads up, for the next few weeks we'll have a read-through version of the post rather than a conversation. Tell us what you think.
Thanks for listening. Back with This Week, Those Books next week.
Bye-bye.